Hello there, you're welcome to Biology Lectures with Akerele Oladimiji Philip. It's my wonderful pleasure to have you with me on the lecture. So we'll be looking at this series of, we've been looking at this for a while now, talking about past questions on A-levels, OCR, AQA, and Pearson. So this one is about macromolecules, carbohydrates specifically, and enzymes, all right? Of course, you can always tell from the question. He says here, now if you've seen my videos before, I always say this part, please attempt the questions first before hearing what I'm going to say. So that means you're meant to pause the video now, look at what the answers, try to attempt the answer, then afterwards, then you can play and see what the answer will be. All right. That way you're going to be able to learn that. Now it says give two ways in which the structure of the starch is similar to cellulose. Well, both of these are polysaccharides. Starch and cellulose are polysaccharide. They have some differences and some similarities. So one of the differences is that all the monomers, or let's just say monosaccharides are joined by the glycosidic bonds. Then the next point is the glycosidic bond is between carbon 1 and carbon 4. So it's always like 1 to 4 glycosidic bonds, so to say. So this is what they have in common. All the monosaccharides are joined, of course, in that order. The glucose, like that. Then it goes on and on, like that, so to say. All right. So basically, it says give two ways in which the structure of starch is different from cellulose. Now, you're being told to, it's reference to starch now. Okay, starch is formed by alpha glucose. Well, let's just write in short form. Alpha glucose. That's one of the things. Then starch also has a 1 to 6 glycosidic bonds thereby forming, let me put this word, thereby forming branch. Number 3, I'm just adding that one. It is made up of amylose and amylopectin. So these two form starch. So that's why I didn't talk about cellulose, because the question is majorly talking about how starch is different in structure compared to cellulose. All right. Having established that, let's move on. Okay, it says here, in plants, mass transport of sugar takes place through columns of sieve cells in the phloem. Other cells, called companion cells, transport sugar into and out of the cells. The diagram shows the structure of phloem. Yes, this is the structure of phloem actually here. So these are the companion cells, and these are the sieve cells, or we say sieve tubes Of course, these are sieve plates. This is sieve plates. Sieve plates. But it's fine. I'm not sure what the question is for this. I just feel like saying that part. All right, it says structure J, I and J allow the transport of sugar between cells. Okay. Using the diagram, suggest and explain one other way in which sieve cells are adapted for mass transport. Okay, good. Well, let me tilt it this way. The sieve cells have no organelles. This creates space for the transport of substances. So this whole space, imagine we have nucleus here, but the good news is there's no nucleus there, and that was aimed at creating space for column or full substances to move through it, so to say. All right. Using the diagram, suggest and explain one other way in which companion cells are adapted for the transport of sugar between cells. Okay, well, the thing is, one other way. Well, I'm very sure of the fact that these companion cells have mitochondria, which allows sugar to move, which provides energy for the movement of sugar. Let me put that way. So you can say, okay, 2 marks. It contains mitochondria, plural, which provides energy for transport of substances. Okay, that transport actually is referring to active transport. Let me add this one to it. Has nucleus to stay alive, thereby controlling the activity of sieve cell. Let me explain some few things here. You should know that this structure is a phloem. We know that. Now, this sieve cell literally lost most of its organelles to create space for substances to move through. So the companion cell is the one that actually keeps this sieve cell alive. So it is supporting it. That's why it's called companion. Companion means like you're together with someone, you're helping the person. All right. So those are the adaptations it has that helps it to protect or to enhance the function of the sieve cell, so to say.